Today, we're going to finally get to choose something else to study in science. Last time I picked the 5 things, and we talked about it together, and you chose. This time, we're going to spend some time thinking about anything in the world that you think you want to study that would be interesting. Think about questions you think. It's important for the kids to participate in the decision-making process because it's their questions that both drive the study and provide that natural motivation for wanting to learn about something. I had them begin in groups of 4, brainstorming as many ideas as they could of things they might like to study in the areas of earth science or physical science.
How do they make rocks?
How do they make rocks? With sand?
I don't know. No, but that's talking about rocks.
Yeah, how do they make smooth rock? We could study Jupiter. About stars.
Eligio, ¿qué quieres estudiar tú? I don't have much experience with science, but it seems to me that real scientists have an interest in something, and they follow that interest, and then they go through the process of finding answers to the questions they have. And so this would be the first step in inquiry. Ready? I want to hear what ideas you came up with. Okay, Christian.
Water.
Water. El agua?
Nieve.
Nieve. Snow. Let's see, Wendy?
Sounds.
Sounds. Sonidos.
Fire?
Fire. Okay.
Where does the universe end?
Where does the universe end? Okay. It's really interesting to me that you're interested in studying so many things, and that's a very good thing. But our job now is to decide on only one thing. Okay, and the next thing we need to do is just talk about which one of these things are most interesting to you. Ruben.
The solar system.
The solar system is interesting to you. Why? Do you want to say why?
Because I like the planets like the Venus and the Pluto.
Okay. Juan Carlos.
Rocks.
Rocks are you would like to study rocks. Why, Juan Carlos?
Because they look neat.
Because they look neat. Okay. Él quiere estudiar rocas porque se ven bonitos. Jorge?
I want to study rocks.
Why?
Because I want to know what's inside, you read a book, and I want to know what's inside of a meteor.
Okay, so you're interested in a specific kind of rocks, in meteors. Okay. Joanna?
Solar system.
Why do you want to study the solar system?
Because I like learning about planets.
Okay. Veronica?
Rocks.
Rocks. Why are you interested in rocks?
Because some rocks are, some statues are made out of rocks.
You've noticed that some statues are made out of rocks, and you want to find out, do you have any idea what kind of rocks are used for statues?
Yeah. Smooth rocks with different colors.
Okay. Eric?
Rocks.
Again?
You're interested in studying rocks too. Why?
Because I want to learn how do rocks grow.
How do rocks grow? Paola?
Piedras porque están bonitas y porque están suavecitas.
Okay, you think rocks are pretty and they're smooth and you'd like to learn more about them. Joaquín?
En volcán.
¿Cuál? ¿Volcán? ¿Por qué quieres estudiar
Porque
volcanes?
calienta, cuando se seca se mira como black.
Se ve muy interesante. Okay, Joaquin wants to study volcanoes because they look really interesting when they erupt. Once we discussed the topics, we went through the list, eliminating the topics only a few students were interested in. Okay, that's okay if only one person's interested because they maybe read books about that and find their answers to their own questions. But for now, we're going to cross it off our list. This got us down to 4 choices: volcanoes, rocks, solar system, and snow. Then the students ranked these in order of preference. This time, unlike when nearly everyone wanted animal habitats, there emerged no clear favorite between rocks, volcanoes, and the solar system. We have a problem here. We'd have a lot of people who are not happy. And so we need to figure out what we're going to do about that. Okay, Eric?
Couldn't we like study what we want?
I know.
Yeah.
Everybody study their own thing?
Yeah. The Miss Crest can't teach 4 classes.
Yeah, there's some problems with that, isn't there? We'll talk more about it Monday. We will. We'll have another meeting. So let's just think about it until Monday. Thinking about it over the weekend, I decided to have them brainstorm in partners questions they had in each of the 3 areas, because I wanted to get away from the competition between the 3 topics, and I wanted them to consider in a positive way how each one of the 3 might be interesting to study.
Why are planets round?
After we discussed the questions, we went through our decision-making process again. As a result, we decided to study the solar system. This decision was made much easier when one student suggested we have another meeting in about 4 weeks to see if we wanted to continue with the solar system or switch to another topic.
Lo podemos hacer y si nos gusta lo podemos escoger.
You mean try it out?
Yeah. Try it out if you like it.
Okay. How about if we... Even though not all the students were completely happy about the decision to study the solar system, within a week we were forming committees to study individual planets and to gather the information that we would need to do this. In about 4 or 5 weeks we met to decide whether or not to continue with the solar system. As a way to help the kids make this decision, I asked them to think about what more they would like to do in our study of the solar system. Joanna?
The experiment of the craters.
Okay. Yolanda?
Yo quiero saber quién nombró los planetas.
Yolanda wants to know, still we haven't found an answer to our question, who named the planets, okay? Okay? Sigma?
¿No lo han dado las preguntas de las cartas
Las cartas a quién?
a los padres?
Oh, okay. Maybe, okay. Yeah, some of the letters we sent out didn't get answered, so maybe we need more time with that.
The other question, how many craters does Earth have? And the other project of making the telescopes.
That's right. Wendy?
Las estrellas fugaces.
Las estrellas fugaces. ¿Cómo se llaman estos en inglés? Shooting stars. Jorge?
I want to do the experiment of the moon.
Ah, the moon experiment, yeah. Phases of the moon. What I was thinking is that there is 4 more weeks until spring break. So I was thinking that would be a natural time for us to wrap up all we need to do about the solar system. But I also know there are some people who really are ready to move on to study other things. We need to talk about that because that's what we said we were going to do in this meeting. Jorge?
I don't want to study the solar system no more because you study it too much, and I had books, and when I used to go to the library, I always used to get volcano books, and now that we have to get solar system books because we're not studying volcanoes.
Oh no, but when you went to go to the library, do you have to get solar system books?
No.
No, you can still get volcano books, can't you?
No, but I want to study it.
You want to study it in here. Okay. Ruben?
Continue on the solar system because to see if there's like another solar system or just one.
So that's a question you would like to find out about.
Queremos aprender el solar system también, pero también de nieves.
Okay. Adrián y Eligio, ¿de qué hablaron ustedes?
De que queríamos estudiar más el sistema solar.
Sí quieren estudiar más, ¿ah? Okay. Erica?
Nosotros queremos siguiendo estudiar el sistema solar para hacer el experimento.
¿Quieres hacer los experimentos que apuntamos allí? Okay. Okay, it sounds like a lot of people do still want to go on for the 4 weeks. Some people want to wrap it up a little quicker than that. Okay? Can we reach a compromise? What do we want to do about this? The problem with voting, we've talked about this before, is that when we get some people, we get winners and losers, we get some people who are really unhappy. Is there some place we can compromise and come in a middle decision?
I think we should try doing, another calendar. So like one day we start studying this thing. Later we study like maybe for a couple of days, like being in special groups or committees.
You're talking about the calendar, planning what we would do, and putting on the calendar some time to work in committees so that we would have that on the calendar as well as finishing up things we need to do for the solar system. Okay, what do you think about that? To let the kids who really want to continue for a while continue with the solar system up to the spring break, and let the other group who are really tired of the solar system do a mini study that wouldn't be a long one. It would be maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Turn to a partner and just talk for 2-3 minutes about that.
The one that still want to study Sistema Solar, they could be in one group.
Un grupo de...
Yeah, like groups. Want to study solar system?
Groups. Groups.
Want to study solar system? Volcanoes?
Yes.
We're in a group. What do you want to study? We're in a group. I know, what do you want to study? I want to study volcanoes.
Volcanoes.
Volcanoes. We're in a group. Want to study volcanoes?
El sistema solar.
Sí, yo quiero hacer.
Yo también.
Urano. Yo quiero hacer de lo mejor. Yo quiero continuar.
Yo quiero continuar.
Yo quiero continuar. Yo también.
¿Tú?
L.
Continuar
How many like that idea of a small group study on something else? Can you just show me with your hands if you like that idea? Okay, that looks like what we're going to do. Thank you. Give yourselves a lot of work. Let's give yourself a hand. What I like about involving the kids in the decision-making process from an academic standpoint is that in the process of making the decision, they're reading, they're writing, they're talking to each other, they're negotiating meaning, they're setting a stage for all the learning that is to come. All of this works together to help them develop their image of themselves as learners.
She was helping us to hold